Hello students, now we are going to talk about the third lesson, laws of motion. Let us begin this lesson with some introduction. We know that each and every object in the universe interacts with every other object. For example, the cool breeze interacts with the tree, where the tree interacts with the earth. In fact, all species interact with nature. Humans' interaction has one extra quality. Humans not only interact with nature but also try to understand and explain the natural phenomena scientifically. In the history of mankind, most of the questions, scientific questions asked was about the motion of objects. They were how things move, why things move. Surprisingly, these simple questions have the way for the development from early civilization to the modern technological era of 21st century. Why the object moves? The object moves because of something pushes or pulls on them. For example, if a book is at rest, it will not move unless a force is applied on it. In other words, in order to move an object, a force is required. About 2500 years ago, a famous philosopher Aristotle said that force causes motion. But in the 15th century, Galileo challenged Aristotle's idea by doing a series of experiments. He said, force is not required to maintain a motion. Galileo demonstrated his own idea using the following simple experiment. When a ball rolls from the top of the inclined plane to its bottom, after reaching the ground, it moves some distance and continues to move to the another inclined plane of same angle of inclination, which is shown in figure. By increasing the smoothness of the both inclined planes, the ball reached almost the same height from where it was released in the second plane. The motion of the ball is then observed by varying the angle of inclination of the second plane, keeping the same smoothness. If the angle of inclination is reduced, the ball travels longer distance in the second plane to reach the same height. When the angle of inclination is made 0, the ball moves forever in the horizontal direction. If the Aristotle's ideas were true, the ball would not have moved in the second plane even if its smoothness is made maximum, since no force acted on it in the horizontal direction. From the simple experiment, Galileo proved that the force is not required to maintain motion. An object can be in motion even without a force acting on it. Thank you, students.